Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a couple of the hidden features of your machine that you may or may not know about. And we're going to start with the maker, and I will point out the differences on your Explore Air machines. Both of them are going to connect at the back. And you have these cups on the side. With the maker, you have two. This is where your linking port is on your Air 2, so you only have one cup, and it's not as deep as this one. This one's pretty deep. This is a bottle of glue, and it will sit down in there and hold that as well. So you can get tons of tools in there, all of your pens, things like that. Any of your tools that you may use frequently, you can put in those. Then when you open up your maker, it's going to open up. You have an open button on your, we just lift the lid. For your airs, you have an open button. You're going to click that open button and it's going to open up. Now, one thing that we have that the Air does not have is this tray. This is for your iPad or your tablet, your phone, whatever it is that you may be using to design with if you're not using a computer. The other thing you may not know, and I have my charging adapter for my phone here. I have mine marked to keep it away from everybody else. What happens when you're designing and your phone is about to die? Well, I'm just going to close this back up just so I can turn it to see. On your maker at the end, right down here, I'm just going to disconnect mine so I can get it in there. You have a USB charging port. Now you can use that to charge your computer, mouse, your tablets, whatever. You're just going to plug it in right there at the end, and then you can open up your machine, plug in your phone, and it can charge while you continue to work. Super, super, super nice to have that. Thank you, Cricut, for that. Oops, I dropped my phone. Your machine does not have to be on to charge. You can see that my charging status is still coming up there. So it will charge even if your machine is not powered on. Awesome, awesome, awesome feature there. So that is one of the things. Now all the machines except the Joy have a tray here. If you lift this up, you have a storage tray in your door. It is magnetized. It will hold lots of tools, hold your blades, your foiling tool. It will hold several of those. Now we also, Cricut gave us a new storage system, so we have these with the maker. But if you just have an Explore Air, all of your blades will fit in here, from the pink one to the silver and the golds and whatever it is that you have. Extra pen adapters in case you crack yours. Your True Control blade and tools, they all fit in here. And your pens. I'm just going to tilt this up so you guys can see it. One thing I want you to know is if you have a maker and you're using this for your tool storage, for your adaptive tools, you'll need to turn them this way in the drawer so that the drawer lid closes. If you get a lot of them in there and you have it in this way, you can see that that lid doesn't close properly. So make sure that you're putting them in correctly. And like I said, this is magnetized. If you have blades, things like that, you can have them up there on there. It will hold them. That way they're not rolling around inside the lid. You have a couple over here too. So very, very, very nice setup for you guys. Nice deep tray. The one on the Explore is not as deep, but you do have a tray there. So lots of storage goodies, things like that that you will need. The next thing I said that we would discuss, and I'm not going to go through all the blades, but I am going to say leave your plastic adapters on your blades. Those are your stabilizers, and they're also going to keep things from getting caught in that gear while you're working and it's in your machine. Okay, this is a quick swap housing. This is not. The only tools right now that do not have a quick swap housing is your rotary blade and your knife blade. Those are the only two that are not adaptive. Well, they're adaptive tools, but they're not the quick swap housing. And you can see how that blade is there, and this is a scoring wheel. They look very similar, but be very careful. This one is shaped differently. This is your rotary. It's very sharp and it will cut you. Okay, and how to change the adapters, because if you buy the scoring wheel set, guys, after that, you don't have to buy a housing for each one of your tools. You can just buy the tips. Okay, and all you do is depress your button, pull the tip off, and swap out your tip just like so. Super easy, super simple to do. You're just going to swap it and put them back on. Okay, so leave your housing on your blades, your protective caps. That's going to keep all of this protected when it's in the machine. To change your blade, you're going to open up your clamp, take out your blade. It's magnetized. Your blade's not going to fall out, but you just depress that button, slide it out, replace the blade. You're going to hear a lot of people say, punch it in foil, it'll clean it. It won't. Well, it will clean it. It will not sharpen your blade. Punching it into a ball of foil is not going to sharpen your blade. It's carbide steel. Aluminum foil is not going to sharpen carbide steel. It's never going to happen. It will, in fact, dull it. It will, I have researched it and I even tested it. And I went through 3 blades in 2 weeks by punching it into foil instead of using a baby wipe or a cotton ball with alcohol on it. Because you will get debris on there. All you got to do is pull it out, wipe it off, and then put it back in your machine. If it's still not cutting, you're still not getting proper cuts and it won't cut something, it could be your material. Cardstocks are fibrous and all paper is different. Some of them have more fibers than others. It takes practice to learn to cut paper. Now, if you're cutting vinyl and it's not cutting, and you've tried several vinyl settings and you've adjusted a setting and it's not cutting, it may be time to just replace your blade. So make sure that you are taking care of your machine, taking care of your blades, and congratulations, you have completed your Design Space course with Crafting with April. I greatly appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up, a like, and make sure you subscribe. If you want to get access to my Design Space files and my SVGs, please become a patron supporter. There's a link down below. There's also one in the top of your screen there on the right hand side. You can click that and join. If you have any questions, make sure you ask in the group. Also, don't forget to get your cheat sheets and your resource guide over on craftingwithapril.co. You guys have a wonderful day and thank you for watching.